Hi everyone, welcome back to Cocoro Function, episode 23, and we had another interesting episode, once again. So this time, Taya wanted to give a morning announcement to all the students in school by talking about what happened last night with the server outage, and he tried to blame the situation on himself, the fact that I was looking at porn, and the site was dangerous, it had viruses, trojans, and other harmful bits of code, and it infected the whole system, including the HOW network, and that's what caused the system to go offline and some loss of data. And he thinks that he was helping out with Mina and Hijiri by taking all the blame, but obviously Mina and Hijiri, they're not fooled, they're upset, so they barged into the student council and went to explain the real situation and the real reason why the server went offline. And during all this time, the student council president, Chie, was just puzzled. But looks like everything's all sorted out. And I'm pretty sure the teacher is still upset with them, saying, well, this is a staff issue, so let us take care of this. Don't mention anything anymore about this server downtime. But it seems that Tayo does have some idea about what he's going to do next, and let's see what he has to say. So what's his plan going forward to get out of this mess? Yeah, so in order to do what I'm supposed to do, says Tayo, well, I know I am the cause. It's true that I want to apologize for that. So I do apologize that you two had to come up to the student council and stop me for my ridiculous behavior. But I'll explain that there's no misunderstanding. And in the end, the primary purpose is that... So what are you planning to do? Says Mina. Yeah, I want to know as well, says Hijiri. That is that... And the next moment, the bell rings. Well, class is about to start, so let's talk about this after school. Hey, wait a minute, Hayami-kun. So apparently Mina's impatient and wants to hear about it right now. Same with Hijiri. Okay, so the two are chasing me who begin to walk forward. So apparently Mina and Hijiri are both impatient and they really want to know what Tayo has to say. So I want a certain amount of time to see the situation of this morning meeting. So he's wondering if the students are going to change their mind now that they've seen what happened in the student council. So they were initially blaming Tayo for the network outage, but after seeing that incident, it doesn't seem to be the case. And I wonder if that's going to reflect on their impressions. But yes, we have to go forward if we come here. But to do that, we have to accumulate what we need one by one. So after what happened with the morning broadcasting, it looks like the reactions were mixed. So for the female students, they still believe that it was true that Tayo caused the problem by looking at porn. It's true, and plus the photos that I had, they're gonna be deleted when I go out to play. Well, I have it back up and I can send it again if you need it. So for some people, they are able to recover the data through backups, and the fact that it was sent from someone else. So for the boys, it's like Well, if you were really looking at porn, then there's no choice but to go back.
ああ、仕方がないとも。
Oh well, it's natural.
というか、女子2人をかばおうとしてたんじゃないか?
But so was that really true or not? Because but it did sound like that you're trying to protect the girls from getting into trouble.
どうかな。まあでも、あの子たちがわざわざ早見くんのことかばう理由もわかんないもんね。
And now it's getting the girls to think otherwise. Like well, I don't really care, but if they were this vigorous at trying to restrain Hayami-kun, then I kind of understand why. Well, I thought whether I would be completely disliked, but surprisingly, it doesn't seem to be the case. But the reason seems to be that there's no reason for those two to protect me. So they're wondering, like, so even if Hayami's hated and he's being blamed for doing all that, it's kind of strange that you have two girls that would go inside and restrain him and actually be the ones who want to fight for the microphone in the broadcasting system. But still, okay, so Belle is calling to Tayo, hey, there's mail. I understand. So he takes out the Orca card. So I wonder if it's just complaints. So when thinking about such things, I opened the mail.
Yo, Hayami. なんだか大変なことになっているみたいだな。
So I think this is his roommate, Takehiko. So, Hayami. So I thought it was somewhat serious.
俺としてはお前があんなことをしたとは思っていない。何か事情があるんだろ?
But even I believe that you would never do anything like this. So I wonder what's going on.
無理に聞くようなことはしないが、何かあったら遠慮せずに言ってくれよ。少しは力になるからさ。
Well, you don't have to listen to me, but don't hesitate to say anything. If you talk to me, it might be a little bit better. So the mail came from Yanagi. So to that content, I am filled with grateful feelings. Well, I'll be glad if you say so. Well, then again, I can't talk to you some circumstance at the moment, but if there's something, then I'll ask you to do so at the time. And reply back to my roommate. Well, after that, I also felt a slight here and there, but the time to peace and after school passed fast. So it's like, well, I was thinking about this over and over, and time passed by, and now it's after school. And once again, we have Amina who's demanding Tayo talk about what his plan is. Like, okay, so tell me it now. So what do you plan to do? Okay, so it's after school. So the two people came to me after seeing when another person has left. So it's like, okay, so I made sure everyone else has left the classroom and now it's just the three of us. So now you can say. So to the question of Hasukase-san and Hijiri, I answered straight line of sight, with straight eyes. So I'm thinking about launching this committee called the Cocoro Function Committee. So the Cocoro Function Countermeasure Committee. Oh, so that's what CFC stands for. So the Cocoro Function Countermeasure. So what's the purpose of this? So obviously Hasukase-san doesn't understand what Tayo's thinking of now. And it was true for the person next to her. So, there is a necessity to upgrade the Cocoro function, right? And for that reason, I've been thinking about a good way for people to gain points. And my answer was the CFC.
どういうこと？いまいちよく話が見えないんだけど。
But it's like, there is a paradox. It's like, it doesn't make sense. We're trying to get rid of this Cocoro function malware, but at the same time, you're trying to create a committee where we're going to work together on improving the application.
私も。
And even Hijiri is confused as well. Oh, so remember what happened yesterday when the Cocoro function almost destroyed the whole server system? And I think the uproar, or like I think that application is gonna cause more problems in the future for you. I say with confidence. And I don't know how many people are infected by this application, or how many people have this application installed on their Orca card. But there's a possibility that there are other cases of this, and I'm pretty sure in the future it's going to cause more chaos in the school and elsewhere.
そうだよね。私たちの他にもインストされている人がいるんだもの。
Oh yeah, that's right. So there are other people that have this function or this malware installed.
また同じようなことが起きたっておかしくないよね。
And I'm pretty sure at some point, some more chaos is going to happen. They may misuse the application, and it's going to cause other problems as well. And we've already seen what happened with Tayo and Hijiri. Well, I think I'm staying on the occasion, but depending on the application, on how to use it, it'll be outrageous. And although it may not be a problem if it's not used, but apparently it seems like the function, so it starts on its own, it gets called by itself. Yes, there's a possibility that it cannot be controlled by the will of the person. So apparently you can't turn this off. It runs when it wants to. And in other words, I don't know what's going to happen depending on the application. So, and even with trouble, if that application happens, there's a high possibility that others won't believe it.
確かに。私も最初は信じられなかったし。
It means like, yeah, that's right. I didn't even believe that there was such application in the first place.
というか、今も正直半信半疑だわ。
But honestly, I'm not fully convinced yet. So Hasakaze-san says, while she shrugs. And I nod to that and open my mouth. Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So it's really hard for people to believe that this kind of program is installed. And you don't believe it until you actually get infected by it. So it is an incredible feature unless it's human with the same app or person who actually witnessed the function. So like unless you get infected by yourself, there's no way that you're going to believe that this application exists and can cause harmful damage to everyone else, including the school. And well, I think the biggest reason is that Cocoro function is over specific. So basically there's different versions available, and it really depends on what version you get. But well, we don't know about this application, and if we don't know about it, it's going to be hard to fix this problem. And I think this is quite a big advantage.
なるほどね。経験と知識を生かして、心ファンクションで困っている人たちを助けてあげるってわけね。
So Mina's like, yeah, that's the case. I understand what you're saying. So I'll use my means and knowledge to help those who are being troubled by the Cocoro function. So that time, at the time I have the points as remuneration that I could solve successfully. So like maybe if we get more Harling points and level up the program, maybe it'll give more clues about how we can use this function and maybe how we can eventually delete it. So it's like I talk about my thoughts while nodding. So in order to upgrade the function, we have to first upgrade the Cocoro function itself. And that's probably the best method so far.
なるほど。確かにそれっていいアイデアかも。
I see, so that's a good idea. So to the end, I had to apologize about today's meeting. And okay, so this is why I made an apology for today's meeting in the morning.
そうだ、それがあったわ。一体今の説明とどうつながるの？
Okay, so how does what you did in the morning correlate to the Cocoro function? Oh, because it's two people that will exert oneself in the CFC. So it's a problem for all members to be disliked. So two people looked surprised in my words. Well, it was out of calculations that two people tried to protect me. Well, the matter of yesterday is how I couldn't do anything by myself. So, to me, Asagao and Hidri and Hasakase-san, there's 4 people I think so. And it was as it was. And I was able to stop Data Erasure because of their powers. So it's like, well, it was not just him who was able to stop the data from deleting. So what happened, Asagao wrote the program, Hijiri distracted the teacher, Mina broke all the security access, and Jaime was the one who actually walked up to the server to transmit the data. So like, well, it's a teamwork effort. And he learns like, so teamwork is really helpful. We can all work together as well to help solve this Cocoro function issue. We can understand how to level up the Cocoro function program, learn more about it, and hopefully eventually be able to delete this program and prevent it from infecting more students. So I would like you to lend my powers, or like lend me your powers. And of course I'm not gonna tell you to do it. So it's up to you if you want to help me out.
物好きね。わざわざ自分から面倒ごとに首を突っ込もうなんて。
That's quite troublesome. Because I bother. Well, I'll push my neck by trouble myself.
私はとっても太陽らしいと思う。
Well, I do think that Tayo does have a point, says Hijiri. So for Mina, who hasn't been affected by the Cocoro function issue, she doesn't feel the painful effects of it. So she's like, well, that sounds very fishy. I don't really feel like it's going to work out. I think you're still up to something strange. But for Hijiri, it's like, well, I do trust Tayo. I understand what he's trying to do, and I really want to help him out. I'm not really sure about Asagao, but maybe, well, it's a yes because I'll do anything to help my strange and crazy Nissan. Well, I'm just saying pure feelings. And if you help other people, then eventually they'll give you Harling points, and the Harling points will allow you to level up and be able to explore more features and functionality of the application. And maybe we can find who created the application. So maybe it'll reveal the creator, or we can see how it's coded. And well, it also will reduce the amount of trouble that this application will cause to people. Given that other people might have it and they might be in for or might be a potential for more trouble. So what's wrong? So you both have weird expressions.
なんでもない。そうね。あなたの言いたいことはよくわかったわ。
Ha ha ha. Well, that's nothing. Well, of course, I know what you're trying to think about. Ha ha ha.
やっぱり太陽らしいと思うよ。
Well, I guess that's Tayo his usual self. What's going on? Wait, so why are they both laughing at me? So open the window. Wait, so did the open window application activate again? That's strange. So I should have not imagined anything that's bad right now. So he thinks that, well, maybe it's because if I think about something perverted, that's when the function activates. But I was thinking about something more serious, more business-like, and for some reason that information got transmitted to Mina and Hidri. So I wonder what's going on. So I mutter as to how the two people were able to hear what I was thinking about. Like, we can find who made this application. So the conditions under which my voice of my heart can be heard was that I was hitting it. Well, anyways, why can't you do that?
どうしようかな。
So I wonder what I should do, said Hijiri.
私は手伝ってもいいわよ。
So despite Mina being questionable about Tayo's plan, it's like, well, I'll still help you. Huh? Wait, really, Hasakazu-san? You're not joking, are you? So while surprising a bit, he listens to her. So first of all, it is unimaginable that so it is expected that it will be hard work. And I thought that there would be no problem even if I was refused.
何よ、意外そうな顔して。手伝ってほしいんじゃなかったの？
Wait, so why are you looking at me with that face? After all, you wanted me to help you, right? Oh, of course, but I wonder why. So you were still skeptical about this.
まあ、今回の件では、なんだかんだで早見君と妹さんにはお世話になっちゃったからね。
Well, on this occasion, it is kind of thankful that you, Hayami, and your sister were able to help me to fix her mistake.
それに、私も個人的に心ファンクションに興味があるの。
And plus, now that you mentioned that Cocoro function thing, I'm quite interested. I want to know more about it.
CFC に入れば、いろいろとわかるかもしれないからね。
So the CFC, maybe I'll find out some new interesting things. Okay, I feel encouraged. Thank you very much. I say with very obedient feelings. But for Hasakazu-san, their actions and judgment is also high, and it's quite reliable. So what about you, Hijiri? So Hijiri seems to be okay. It doesn't start, so it's okay that. Okay, so Navigator seems to be okay. So it doesn't start. So do you want to stop it? So taking a look at Hasakazu-san and me, I think I'll be able to learn something.
太陽はみなと二人きりがいいの？
So is Tayo gonna have a good time being with Mina alone? No, that's not it.
私も CFC に入る。だって人事じゃないし。
Well, I'll join the CFC then, because it isn't someone else's problem, and I think Hijiri just wants to join to make sure there's no more misunderstandings between Tayo and Mina. So he's like, well, you don't have to force yourself, you know. No, there's no way. I'm not forcing myself. I'm gonna go in on my own will. Somewhat as Hijiri seems shriveled. Well, if you become a friend, this is obediently happy. Well, I understand. With regards, Hijiri. Yes, my regards. So, they both became members of the CFC. And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Okay, so if we decide that, then I'll do my best from here on out. And of course, Belle is okay. Oh, Belle, says Mina. Wait, something small came out, says Hijiri. I am Belle. Nice to meet you. So Belle's introducing herself to Hijiri. And because you're now a friend of Tayo, I will reveal myself to you. Oh, really? Thank you very much. And instead of confusion, Hijiri thanks Belle. Apparently she seems to have said it visible to her. So Belle's like, well, you're not a friend, so I'm going to change the settings and make myself visible to you. Well, even though Tayo can be quite a rough person, but he's wonderful. And I'm fine. Wait, what do you mean, Tayo? Well, it's as what Belle says. No, I'm not like that. I'm perfect. So wait, you do love Tayo? Wait, if that is worrisome, it's okay. Okay, enough with that talk. So, how is it? Says Mina. Oh, I'm thinking about using the heart link as our activity base. So we talk about real intentions. I want something like a club that everyone can gather. It'll be quite difficult. Well, I guess there's no doubt that the teachers in the student council have been torched or touched by the matter so far. Yeah, while smiling bitterly as Hasegawa-san says. Well, there are various problems to act understandingly or outstandingly. But it's best to use Heartlink over here. And as for time being, I'm going to try asking if there are other people in Heartlink that are in trouble with the Cocoro function or not. So I'm going to go look for other people who are infected by this malware. And this is very good to gather information firsthand. Well then, so I guess that idea isn't too bad. Well, that's my Tayo! As wonderful as always. Okay, so now we have members. Let's talk about what we're going to do next as a CFC. Like our plans, our agenda. Oh no, wait for a moment. So he tells Hasegawa-san to wait on the planning. So I'm still thinking about one more person that I want to invite. And I'm pretty sure we know who this person is. Okay, so one more person that should be a member or wants to be a member herself. So who is this person? Well, I don't know whether she'll enter or not. So this person is going to be my sister, Asagao. So I answer Hasegawa-san's question. So if Asagao does join, it'll be quite encouraging. It is superb.
なるほど。確かに是が非でもメンバーに欲しい人材ね。
That's a good choice. Because well, we do know that she's really good with programming and she can use her expertise in helping out with this Cocoro Function Committee.
今回の春の件もあの子のプログラムがなければ解決できなかったし。
And apparently she's the real hero during that data outage because she was the one who wrote the program, and without her, we probably would not have been able to fix the problem.
だけど、妹さんってそのあれだよね。入ってくれるのかな？
So have your sister join in. Is that going to be okay? Is there going to be any problems? So Hidri says words with ambiguous language. Well, I can tell what she wanted to say. Or it's withdrawal, so it does not need to be from the room. So I emailed her whether or not she's going to cooperate. So the problem with Asagao is that she does not like to leave the room. But they go, well, maybe she can do her work from her room. So, okay, so he sent her an invitation in the morning. So future activities, Asagao is necessary. Well, if she does join, that's going to work out. Quite reliable. And unfortunately, there's no reply yet.
そう簡単に私が返事をするなんて思わないでください。
Okay, so she did write something. It's like well, I can't reply that quickly yet. So
考えが甘いですよ、兄さん。
but I'm optimistic for my Nissan. Wait, is that Asagao? And before I knew, my Orca card has changed to telephone mode. So it looks like he suddenly got a call from his sister. Well, I will not go into that any longer.
困ったことがあったら何でも私に言えばいいと思っているんですから。
Well, honestly, if I have any troubles at all, I think that I should say to me anything.
私は都合のいい便利屋じゃないんですよ。分かってますか？
And so I always have time to talk to you. I'm not outside anywhere or shopping. Understand? I'm sorry.
というか、妹にばかり頼っていて恥ずかしくないんですか？
And it's quite depressing or embarrassing to have to depend on your little sister, only for my sister.
むしろここは兄さんだけの力で解決して兄としての威厳を見せてほしいところです。
And I do prefer that you try to solve problems on your own, so you can basically let me think about how excellent you are, and show my dignity as your little sister. So the merciful words of Merciless pierces my chest. I'm quite right. I can't really reply to anything. I'm sorry, Asagao. I was wrong. It certainly seems that you were too kinda dependent. So for me, Asagao was a proud sister who can rely on any occasion. Well, no, in the first place, it's the sort of half-demonstrated, half-denominated thing that I want you to cooperate in the first place. So, well, maybe I just want to increase the time I could relate to Asagao. Well, tell me that you didn't see that mail. I'll try hard without borrowing the power of Asagao somehow. So the sister's like, well, I could help you, but it's kind of embarrassing that you always rely on me for help. Maybe you should try to do some things on your own. And I should be the one that's watching you advance and grow. Wait, are you listening to me, Asagao? So from the end of the orca, there was no response. I wonder if she got so angry that she does not want to reply. Hayami-kun. So are you a cis-cone? Wait, I don't know why Mina's bringing this up. Well, that's what it means to trust. That's probably... Wait, what are you talking about? So Hazukazu-san and Hidori are reacting to some strange situation, and I don't understand what's going on. And while thinking so, I noticed suddenly. So apparently while he was thinking about what was going on, the open window function activated and Mina and Hidori were able to hear what Taiyo had to say. Oh boy, my older brother has no choice but to do. Do you think I'll be pleased to say such a thing? Well, there was no mention intention of me. And the sound of the open window is not only when thinking about anything that's inappropriate. So as long as I'm thinking about something, the open window function activates. So I hear what I thought strongly in my mind. Well, when I hear about it, there's nothing wrong. Well, that's my fake purport. After all, I don't want it... Okay, so I do really want you as a member of the CFC still, Asagao. And, well, it's gonna be a group of 4 people, and I don't think you'll face anything wrong. So you're a bad person, right, Nissan? Wait, is it bad? So is there anything wrong about you joining? There's nothing wrong, and plus, it's basically a way for me to take care of a useless brother like you, right? And now I kind of wonder if Asaka's just coming up with excuses about why she doesn't want to join, because I don't want to interact with other people besides you. The fact that you also have Mina and Hidori on the side, it kind of makes me feel uncomfortable working with other people. But anyways, is that okay? So I think Asaka's gonna accept it. It's like, yes, I understand, but hey, don't forget, you're reluctant and unavoidable. It's like, well, I'm just gonna join because if I don't, you're just gonna keep pestering me to do so. And now Taio's like, I understand. Well, thank you very much, Asagao. And maybe it's a way for me to receive lots of praise and admiration from Nissan. Oh, okay. And beyond the orca, I can hear, or I can feel that she's smiling. I wonder what kind of demands that she's making, but let's not think about that. But for now, I'll be your advisor. Thank you very much. I understand. And with that, we have all the CSC members gathered together. And I feel like that's one big step to making this a success. So now we can talk about what we're going to do as a CFC, all our activities. And before that can happen, Belle interrupts Taiyo with, hey, some mail. Wait, mail? At a place like this? At a time like this?
崎かすみって子だよ。
Oh, it's from Kasumi Harasaki. So one of the student council representatives. Wait, Kasumi? Her? So that's the accountant for the student council. And I'm kind of surprised about the mail. So, okay, so show me what it is.
Okay.
Alright, so let's see what it says. So a window appears in front of Belle. And I look over the contents.
速水先輩へ突然のメールごめんなさい。
Hello, Hayami Senpai. I'm sorry for the sudden email.
今日の朝礼のことでどうしても伝えたいことがあってメールしました。
So I have something to tell about the mistake about today's morning's broadcasting, and that's why I'm writing you an email.
私がこんなことを言うのもあれかもしれないですけど、
It may be say that I say such a thing, but
あのお二人をかばう先輩とってもかっこよかったです。
but the way that you're protecting the two people was kind of cool.
どんなにエッチでもやっぱり速水先輩は先輩なんだと思いました。
And even though I thought I did believe that Hayami Senpai is such a perverted guy.
私が言いたいことは
Well, actually, I want to say this.
それで私の気持ちとして先輩にポイントを入れさせていただきました。
So because of my feelings and watching you what you actually did, I decided to give you Senpai a point.
ではでは失礼しますね。
So please excuse me. So message from Kasumi with such content. Wait, no way. I thought there's no way that the result of the morning broadcasting would come to this. So you got one heartling point from Kasumi. Well, I was slightly moved a little.
へえ、後輩の女の子からそんなメールもらったんだ。
And for some reason, Mina's not impressed. So you got a mail from a junior.
よかったね、太陽。
But for Hijiri's like, well, isn't that good, Tayo?
かすみさんは心優しい人ですからね。だからって勘違いしないでくださいよ、兄さん。
So Kasumi-san is a nice person, kind-hearted, so please don't get her wrong, Isan. So something like that, the reaction of three people come back at me. Well, I do feel pressures that I don't understand. Okay, so how about I check the Heartlink system for time being? So I open up the Orca card. So he goes into the Heartlink. Wait, what's going on?
どうしたの、太陽。
So what's happening, Tayo? Says Hijiri.
何よ、急に大きな声を出したりして。
And Mina's like, so what's with the sudden voice?
実はポイントなんて入ってなかったんですか？
So Asaka's like, so did she really give you a point? Or she just said so? No, it's the other way around. So apparently he got a good number of Heartlink points. Wait, what's going on? This. So apparently there's more points than just Kasumi. And I don't know the reason. I told my head.
それはおそらく今日の朝礼放送が原因ではないでしょうか。
So maybe this is the result of today's morning broadcasting, says Asagao. Wait, so what does that mean?
つまりあの朝礼を見て兄さんが蓮ヶ瀬さんとゆずりは先輩をかばおうとしていることに気づいたのがかすみさんだけではなかったということです。
Well, I'm just saying that it was not Kasumi, not only Kasumi who witnessed that you were trying to defend Hasukase-san, or Hasukase-senpai and Yuzuriha-senpai.
その人たちがポイントを入れてくれたのだと思います。
And I think more people recognize what you were actually doing and they give you points for it. Speaking of... So I did hear some people that were supporting me in a sense. And it seems that those people gave me points. Indeed, so was that so,
よかったじゃない、早見くん。少しでもあなたのことを分かってくれる人がいて。
But at least Hijiri feels glad for Tayo. It's like well, or no, so it's actually Mina. So it's Mina. It's like Mina's like well, it's quite good that there's some people who understand you a little, Hayami-kun.
太陽が完全な嫌われ者にならなくて、私ほっとした。
And in a sense, you're not the person that everyone hates anymore, and that's kind of a relief for me as well. And indeed, they both smile. So in a sense, Tayo has moved a little bit off the ground from being hated by everyone. And I was concerned about having decided that all the causes were me. And for now, it seems that I can upgrade the version, the Cocoro function, if I get enough points. So I wonder, should this be done?
そうね。一体どうなるのか確かめてみるべきよね。
Okay, so I should apply those heartlink points to the Cocoro function. Let's see what happens. So Mina's suggesting that to Tayo.
大丈夫かな。変なことになったりしない？
Wait, so isn't that gonna be strange? Well, didn't you say that upgrades were necessary? So let's try it.
そうですね。それがいいと思います。
Okay, so I think it's all good. So he opens the function and then he presses version upgrade. Okay, so it took less time, and apparently he leveled up on his Cocoro function. Oh, so it looks like I can do it.
随分と早いわね。それで何か変わった？
It's quite early, so I wonder what has changed, says Mina. So apparently got enough heartlink points to get an upgrade on his Cocoro function.
ね、どうなったの？
Wait, what happened? Says Hijiri. Well, I don't understand. I don't see it change that much. So they go, well, even though it says level 2, I don't feel any difference. And apparently, it seems like it's the same as before. Well, speaking of strange things, the level is just 2.
え？何よそれ。
It's like, so what does this do now that I have level 2 of the function? Well, maybe something may happen. I should just keep checking back on this application.
随分とのんきなのね。
So for a long time, are you carefree? Says Mina. No, well, then again, I can't really rush this, even if I'm impatient.
そうだね。バージョンアップはできたんだし。
Yeah, that's right, version upgrade. So, and... Well, for now, let's focus on that later. Let's decide on what we're gonna do going forward at CFC. And I tried to talk, but I was interrupted by many times. But since that's important, I have to decide firmly at first.
そうだね。実際にハートリンクをどう使うかとか。
Oh yeah, that's right. So how should we use Heartlink? Says Hijiri.
これでまた太陽と一緒にいられるんだ。嬉しいな。
Okay, so if you look on the upper left, you see this little box. So it looks like the Cocoro function application is activating, and this time it's not Tayo that's talking or thinking. It looks like it's Hijiri. So Hijiri's like, So I'm happy that I can be with Tayo again like this. I'm so happy. Huh?
どうしたの？早見くん。
Wait, what's wrong, Hayami-kun? Says Mina. Oh, okay. For now,
私？
Wait, so did I say something strange? So the strange face, Hidri asked. Well, there's no other place to change. Nothing. I think it was just my imagination, says Tayo.
そう
So, what is it? Really?
こうして見てるとやっぱり太陽ってかっこいい
Oh, so acting like this Tayo is so cool.
ななんかドキドキしてきちゃった
And it's making me feel excited somehow. So I can hear Hijiri saying something. And because of her personality, I would not believe it at first, but those words. I'm pretty sure she's thinking about this. But I was aware of something. She's not talking. Her lips are not moving. So I wonder, is this because of the level up? Like what happened to my Cocoro function?
えもう
And Mina's like wondering, like, wait, what's going on? Already?
どうなったの
Wait, what happened? Says Hijiri.
教えてください、兄さん。
Oh, come on, tell me, my older brother. Wait, so now maybe I can hear what other people are thinking of from their heart. Huh?
人の心の声が
The voice of the person's heart?
いきなり何を言い出したのかしら早見くんってばさすがにそれはないでしょ
Wait, what are you saying, Hayami, if you do not have it indeed?
本気なのかないくらなんでもそんなことないよね
Wait, are you serious? Are you not? No, nothing like that. So there's no such things as for Hasakase-san or Hijiri. I don't think so. So I wonder if the two girls now know what he's up to.
まさか
Wait, no way, really?
私の考えてること太陽に聞こえちゃってるの
Wait, am I thinking about things that are being... So, is Tayo hearing everything that I'm thinking about? Yeah, perfect. I can hear very well.
勝手に聞かないでよ
Hey, you can't ask me, or like, you can't listen to me without permission. No, you can't do that. I wonder what I should do now.
冗談じゃないわよそんな人と一緒にいられるわけないでしょ
No, it's no joke. It'd be possible to be able to hear such a thought.
あんなことやこんなことを聞かれたらどうすればいいわけ
Wait, what am I gonna do now that he can hear me?
私の心の声聞いたりしないで
Hey, don't listen to me. Don't listen to my voice.
太陽と一緒にいたいけどそんなの恥ずかしすぎるよ
Well, I still want to be with Tayo. I'm just too embarrassed.
ダメ余計なこと考えちゃう
No, that's bad. I can't think about extra things.
早見くんそれ以上近づかないでいいストップよ
Haimikun, don't come any further. Just stop right there.
落ち着いて私余計なことは考えない生麦生米生卵生麦生米生卵
Calm down. Just don't think about anything extra. This, that. So she's come up with all these words to try to distract herself from making these thoughts. And now they're both panicking. While looking at it, I muttered, I wonder if this is okay.
なんとかなるなる
Well, somehow it'll become this.
なんだって太陽にはベルがついてるんだもん
Well, no matter what happens, Belle's always with Tayo. I feel like I could hear the voice without moving the mouth of Belle. So basically, whatever Belle's thinking, I can hear about that as well. Wait, Belle's an application. There's no such thing.
何太陽ベルのことをじっと見たりして
Wait, so Tayo, what's wrong with Belle? You're looking at me.
まさかチューしたいのベルはいつで
Wait, maybe he wants to talk to me. Oh, if that's the case, excellent. Bell's always awesome. Okay, so that's what she's thinking of. Wait, maybe Belle has a heart. Well, that's truly my concierge. So it's possible. So Asagawa's like, so it's possible to hear what other people have to say, right? That's very interesting, and it'll be better to verify it later. Wait, Hayami-kun, my voice is not heard. Did you hear? Did you listen to it with those suspecting eyes? So Hiji's still trying to come up with some thoughts to distract herself. And the moment ago, I just opened and found his CFC. From going far ahead, it was a sudden start from the crisis of dissolution. Hurting, still picking to be together. Whether people will be, I cannot live alone. And no matter how strong I'm trying to deny, I cannot change that much. Yes, we're alone, but we can't live alone. Because you are alive. So supporting this cruel world while supporting each other. I can live. Okay, so this is the second opening for Cocoro Function, and this marks where I'll be concluding the playthrough. So, my favorite part about this big novel will be the story. So you start with Tayo being this most respected, high honor student, and because of some unfortunate incident with the Cocoro Function malware, Tayo goes all the way down to the bottom, being the most hated student in school. And I'm pretty sure most people would think that, well, Tayo deserved it because he should have understood and respected the honor that's given to him and not abuse it, and be more wise about his judgment and thinking. But despite that big setback, Tayo was able to find a way out of the mess and redeem himself in a good way. So he's seen other students with the same problem, Hijiri and Asagao. And I'm pretty sure there are more students with the Cocoro Function issue as well. So it's going to help them with his new CFC committee, and maybe they'll find a way to solve this problem once and for all. And I wonder what Chie thinks of Tayo now after that little act in the student council room. So anyways, I'm not sure if we'll see this title in English, because if it does come to English, it'll have to go through Moe Novel, our most, or I'll say, the least favorite localization company out there. And I know what Moe Novel does to the visual novel titles that come into their hands. So it'll be really hard for Moe Novel to do their magic to make this title fit for their English release. But anyways, when Moe Novel announced that they were going to bring another big title from Poltop to English after Kono Ozura ni Tsubusa wa Hirogete, aka If My Heart Had Wings, people were thinking about this title being the next one. But instead, Moe Novel went with the next title after this one, which happened to be Migete Kuran Yozo no Hoshiwo, aka Sky Full of Stars. But anyways, look forward to my other titles, and I do have some other Poltop titles in my backlog that's ready for release. So look forward to those. And I'll make one more episode of Cocoro Function where you'll see what happens if I pick the other option on those selection screens. So these options help the program decide which route you'll be on at the end of the common route. And with that in mind, I'll see you in a future playthrough on a future game.